Hi, if you like anti-heroes, then I've got a book for you. It's called Too Old for This by Samantha Downing. She's a new author for me, and as I said, this one has got an anti-hero. And I suppose you shouldn't really be rooting for anti-heroes, should you? But you do end up doing so. 75-year-old Lottie Jones lives in a large house. She suffers a bit from arthritis. Her only occupations are her church. Every Sunday morning she goes off to church, and every Thursday evening she goes to the weekly bingo sessions, where she and her friends try to outdo each other on whose children are the worst. A normal old lady, you'd think. But Lottie is a serial killer. You see, you shouldn't root for anti-heroes who are serial killers, really, should you? Years previously, she was falsely accused of murder, and change of name, change of location, and she and her son Archie moved to the house that she lives in now. Her son Archie's grown up, she's got teenage grandchildren, and her past is dead and buried, or so she thinks, until an investigative reporter turns up on the door wanting her to take part in a docuseries about people who have been falsely accused. And Lottie can't have that, can she? She doesn't want her past to be revealed. And her one action dramatically snowballs. And you have all this scenario where one action has snowballed into just carries on and on and on. There's humour in here as well. And Lottie discovers that killing now is very different to when she was a serial killer in the past, because when she did it before, there wasn't the reliance on DNA. There wasn't the CCTV, there wasn't the constant surveillance, there wasn't the tracking on smartphones. None of that happened. And on top of dealing with all these present-day difficulties, she's also got to deal with her increasing frailty and the fact that she has memory lapses occasionally. At 75, she's not the killer that she used to be. And even though she does some pretty gruesome things, you do root for her. It's a compelling read. It really is. I mean, it just stretch. I don't suppose it does stretch your belief a bit, because I can't think of many 75-year-olds that are doing what Lottie does. In fact, I can't think of anybody in my circle of friends at that age who would do what she does. But you've also got, as well, you've got a little bit about aging and how Lottie is living in a large house on her own when she's got increasingly frail, and she's got the stress of that. And is she going to be able to manage in this house alone, or does she have to look for retirement places? And if so, how is she going to financially afford something like that? So you've got that in there, as well as the fact that she's a serial killer. So it is. You root for her. You do actually like her. You might not like what she's doing, but she's somebody you can, you like her. Though I don't think I'd pop in for a cup of tea and a biscuit, because you never know what might happen. So that is Too Old for This by Samantha Downing, a new author for me, and a thriller with an anti-hero that you might quite like. So, happy reading. Take care.